Hey everybody, coming back at it again with another hiking review video for you all. If you guys are new here, my name is Steve Hernandez. I post videos here once a week. Mainly it's going to be about the hikes and reviewing those hikes, but I'm also going to incorporate some food reviews just because those are the two things that I personally love to do. I'm trying to blend those two things to show you that, yeah, you can get in shape, do some great hikes, long hikes, exercise well, but also incorporate some food, blending those two together because you gotta enjoy some of these foods, right? You gotta reward yourself at the very end. Obviously, don't overindulge, but it's a great way you can like blend those two together. And if you haven't done so, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel out, helps me out, helps me push this content out, for the YouTube algorithm. And let's set a goal. Maybe we can get to like 100 subscribers in like 3 months, 4 months. I think that's doable. I think we can do that. I think it's pretty doable. But anyways, let me give you the details about this hike. So this hike is at the Purisima Creek Redwoods Open Space Preserve, and the trail is going to be called Whitmore Gulch and Purisima Creek Loop. And before I get to the video, wait to the very end. I give my detailed review on this hike, so you can know exactly what you're getting yourself into, how many calories you're going to burn, what you expect, how difficult it is, and my thoughts on it. So you're not going to want to miss that because it's going to help you out if you do decide to do this hike. All right, let's get to the video. Hope to see you at the end of it. People, it is cold today. Whew. It's all right. We're still gonna get this hike in. I feel like I'm in a jungle. Ooh, got a lot darker. Spooky season. That's what happened. All right, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So now let me give you a quick breakdown on the details of the hike. So I tracked this again 2 ways. Highly recommend the first to download the AllTrails app because that's just like a life hack to hiking, honestly. And the second, I do it through the Apple Watch. So the first, through the AllTrails app, it was 10.4 miles. Elevation gain was 2,365. Moving time, 3 hours 54 minutes. Calories burned 2,037. Total time was 3 hours 55 minutes. According to my Apple Watch, the distance was 9.98 miles. Elevation gain 1,909. Total time 3 hours and 50 minutes. Average heart rate was 96 beats per minute. Active calories was 1,436. Total calories 1,869. So overall, this was roughly about 4 hours, I would say, give and take, right? 4 hours. And I'm trying to do the scale where 5 is the most difficult hikes, 1 being the easiest. I'm gonna rate this one a 3.5. I wouldn't rate it a 4 yet, and let me tell you why. So the reason I'm starting to realize now, doing more and more of these hikes, is that once you start getting to +7 miles, like 6.5, 7 miles, once you start getting those hikes and above, I think a huge tip that you should do is to try to limit how long the duration of your breaks. And what I mean by that is obviously you're going to take a break if you're hiking for about 4 hours, 5 hours. You're going to take a break, take a snack break, drink some water, to regain your energy. But I would say try to limit that to probably 10, 15 minutes tops. And the reason I say that is because once you're stopping, and it's happened to me as well, once you're stopping, you're allowing the fatigue to set in, especially in your legs, because you're using your legs when you're hiking, and you're letting that fatigue sit in. So if you wait longer than the 10 to 15 minutes, then that fatigue starts setting in. So then it makes the second half of that, or wherever you are in your hike, it makes that even harder, and it feels harder than it needs to, in my opinion. So what I would say, huge tip, if you're doing anything beyond 6.5 to 7 miles, to please limit your breaks to 10, 15 minutes max, so that the fatigue won't set in to your legs, and then it will be a little bit easier hike, so that towards the end you're not like dying and like trying to get to your car as quickly as possible. And that's a huge tip. Another tip that I will say, at least for me, and this might be weird to say, is to please pick up your feet when you're hiking. I think one of the things whenever we walk, I know we like to walk on the balls of our feet and pick up our heels, right? This is kind of the opposite in hiking, and I've realized it for myself, that I was doing that when I first started hiking, that I started just kind of normally just walking, trying to get to where I need to go. And I started seeing, like, after probably 5 miles, 6 miles, my calves were on fire and were burning. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Like, is this hiking? Is this what it's supposed to be? But I realized it's like, no, like I have to pick up my feet, because if I'm doing that, I'm putting more strain on my calf more than it needs to. So I know this sounds weird, but please pick up your feet. Pick up your feet whenever you're hiking. So yeah, so overall, I would say if you're wanting to do this hike, I would say that you've done at least 4 to 6 mile hikes before, and you feel pretty good about it. You know, you feel great. You have kind of like a good stamina and endurance around it. Don't be alarmed if you check this trail and the all trails up. It's going to be under the section hard, but I think that's a little bit wrong. I think, again, if you limit your breaks, or how long you take your breaks, that you can do this hike pretty easily. It's going to get a little bit difficult because there are inclines. Don't get me wrong, there are inclines to do this, but if you want to challenge yourself, I think this is a great one, especially if you already had some past hiking experience there, or I've done some past hikes, and I'll link some easy hikes that you can do. I'll probably link it up here. You can check out some of the other videos where I have easier hikes. Mainly it's going to be like the Mount Amanum, and then there's like the Snow Overlook. Snow Overlook is, that one's a really good one as well. But yeah, so that's my suggestion personally. I think it was like a 3.5 out of 5. If you're looking to push yourself and you've done like 4 to 6 mile hikes, this is a good one. I know it seems long. It's like 9 miles, closer to 10. But again, if you limit the breaks that you're doing, I think you should be fine. There's also bathrooms there in the middle. So if you probably like 5 miles into it, if you need to use the restroom, you can just there's like bathrooms. They're actually really clean. I was very surprised because I used it because I had to go to the bathroom on one of them. But yeah, that's my hiking review detail. And if you enjoyed this video, if you found it informative, I really appreciate a like and a subscribe if you haven't done so. Also a notification button. And if you like more content, if you like to see some more pictures that I posted up or post up, or some pictures of my hike, you can check out my Instagram account. It's steve.hernandezsj. I post edited pictures every week, similar to my YouTube videos being every week. But yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care and be safe.